What's up guys, Perry here, and we are back with another Anime Defenders video, and we're doing yet another unit review today. That's gonna be Solar Overlord. Apparently this guy is supposed to be that one dude from Demon Slayer, not Rengoku. The other one, I'm forgetting his name. Yorichi, I think he's called, like the strongest guy, right? The strongest dude in the verse. That's what this guy is modeled after. I don't know, but anyways, we are going to be doing a unit review on him. Big shout out to the sub. Once again, he's a lifesaver because I'm using his account for all these videos. If you're new to unit review, what we do is we're going to put this guy through every single piece of content in this game. That's going to include raids, Tower of Eternity, Hall of Mirrors, challenges, story mode, and infinite mode. And giving him a rating of 1 through 10 on each of these game modes and determining whether he's worth it or not for you guys to grind for. So with all that being said, let's get right into the showcases now. Okay, so up first we're going to be rating his performance in Tower of Eternity, and although he is a hybrid and he's doing pretty good damage off placement, first of all, line AoE off placement, oof, already not looking too good. He does do burn damage, which is nice, but he just struggles so much with dealing with these shielded enemies. His burn does bypass the little blue health bars, which is a plus, but his main ability, his main gimmick, his shtick, is that he gets stronger after each consecutive wave. But in a game mode like not Hall of Mirrors, in a game mode like Tower of Eternity, where, you know, it's relatively short, you really don't have that much time to get his ability up and running, he's pretty mediocre. And, you know, the fact that he's also kind of expensive, coming in at 2.5k, also doesn't really help him that much. He is hybrid, he does do good damage, but he's line AoE and single target off placement. And for that, I'm going to be giving him a 5 out of 10 for Tower of Eternity. He's not the worst. He is usable, but you could definitely do a lot better than this guy with even some mythical units. Before we end this segment off, I just want to see how many placements. Yeah, he's 3 placements. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. We're going to see how he does in challenges. And for this game mode, it's increased cost, so it took me a little while to be able to place him. But, you know, he's a secret, he's hybrid, he does really good damage. Obviously, he's going to be able to deal with any challenge mode just fine. Maybe not the one where it comes with a bunch of extra shielded enemies. You might need to bring in some supports for that. But overall, he's solid for this, as are most secrets in the game. He gets a 7 out of 10 for challenges. And let's move on. Alrighty, now we're going to see how he does in Hall of Mirrors. And this bug is so annoying. Like, I know you guys have gotten this too, where like your units just don't want to work in Hall of... It only ever happens in Hall of Mirrors too. It's weird. Anyways, how does he do in Hall of Mirrors? Well, he's pretty good. If you upgrade him a little more, you do get rid of that awful line AoE. But, you know, he's 3 placement. He's also kind of expensive. He does decent damage. He's hybrid. Do I think he's the best for Hall of Mirrors? No, not really, because of his cost. There are mythic units and even some other secret units that just are way more cost effective and a lot more versatile for this game mode specifically. Nonetheless, I don't think he's useless. He does pretty well, all things considered. You could probably get away with using him early game, so I'll give him another 7 out of 10. Actually, nah. 6 out of 10 for Hall of Mirrors, and let's move on. Okay, now we're going to take him into story mode and see how he does. We are putting him in the hardest story mode map in the game, Crystal Cove, and, you know, from his damage, obviously he can one-tap everything. That's not the issue here. He isn't multi-hit, so it will take him a little bit to kill these little extra spawning enemies, but still, he does good damage. He's hybrid. He's not super duper expensive. He'll carry you through all of story easily. We're going to give him the same rating that we gave him for challenges, which is a nice 7 out of 10. And let's move on. Alright, now we're gonna showcase him in infinite mode. So off placement, he has a move called Sunblade. He's doing 3k damage off spawn, 4.5 second SPA. If you see that he's like kind of glowing red, he has like flame things around him, that's just his passive ability proccing. For every round that this unit is on the map, he gains a little damage boost. I don't know how far it goes up to. I think it's 50% maybe. But yeah, let's upgrade him 2 more times. He gets a big line AoE called Flaming Blood Slash. I don't know if this gives bleed. Okay, it doesn't, but it gives burn. A lot of burn. Upgrade him 2 more times. he gets cone AoE called Sun's Execution. That is a really cool looking attack. Let's look at that one more time. Yeah, so I don't know if that's multi-hit or not, but it's a big cone. Actually, we'll see if it's multi-hit right here. Yeah, that's multi-hit. Okay. Big cone AoE. Next up, Solar Dash is a fat line AoE. He just dashes at the enemies. Let's see that again. Is it multi-hit? Not multi-hit. Okay. Upgrade him 2 more times. Now he gets Solar Elimination. Similar to his previous attack, just big line AoE. Causes burn and looks like a single hit attack. Upgrade him 2 more times. Now he gets Blazing Solar Strike. This reminds me a lot of Water Grandmaster or Tanjiro, whatever you want to call him. One of his attacks. This looks very, very similar to that. Like even the little VFX, the shape of it looks exactly the same. This is him at max. So he has a big fat circle AoE on max. And you know guys, I'm gonna tell you guys, I gave this guy like almost top of S tier in my tier list. Oh my god, I was wrong. I was so wrong. In my next tier list, I'll be sure to correct that. Little spoiler for the next tier list, which will probably be in update 5. But yeah, this guy is not all that, bro. Like, yeah, he's meta burn, he's good, he does decent damage, but like for a secret, he's really not all that. And the thing is, sure, he does 50%, or I don't know how much extra damage when his passive is maxed, but the only times that you're ever gonna be able to max that out is in infinite mode. Nowhere, like literally, I'm not even exaggerating here, in no other game mode will you ever be able to get full use out of his passive ability. So really, what's the point of it? If you're not doing like damage runs or leaderboard runs, I don't even know if this guy's good for leaderboard runs, because I know Lunar Empress is a lot better than him, so is Dragon Mage, so is Gojo or Igris. I don't even know if you take this guy into a damage run, realistically speaking. If you're going on a leaderboard run, I really don't know if you're going to take him. Now, I will say infinite mode is technically his strong suit, because that's where his passive procs the most. I still don't want to rate this guy super high for infinite mode, but he does do okay damage, and he is 3 placement, so I guess if you like multiply the DPS by 3 and you know have them all maxed out, he'll be able to do some pretty decent damage, and you know you could get a good trade on him too. We'll give him a 8 out of 10 for infinite, just because all things considered, I think this is where he shines the most. And let's move into our closing thoughts. So what is the overall rating that I'm going to give this guy? Well, after using him in every single game mode and really judging his performance for every... Wait, I forgot raids, didn't I? Whoopsies. Okay, now we're going to rate his performance in raids. And overall, even though he's line AoE, he's still pretty decent for raids. Let's place one of them right here, put him on last. Yeah, like, as long as you place him strategically, you'll do fine in raids with him. Let's place another one right here. He's doing... Actually, I don't know. Do I like that targeting option? I'll just leave it on last. Anyways, he's 3 placement, hybrid, meta burn. He's not the worst for raids. Decent damage, like I said. You might want to bring in some extra units just to help him out a little bit, because he might struggle early game. But overall for raids, we're going to give him a 7 out of 10. And now we can get into our closing thoughts. Alright, now that's going to conclude our unit review. We took him into every single game mode. And my overall rating for this guy, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. And here's the reason that I'm going to give him that. Yes, he's a secret unit. He's good and all. But really, the only area where he really shines is in infinite mode, because that's where you can proc his passive the most, and even then, he's like nothing too crazy. There are still units that do it better than him. He's meta burn, he's hybrid, he's not a bad unit by any stretch of the imagination. There is a case to be made for him being a 7 out of 10, but I'm just going to leave him at a 6 out of 10. Do I think he's worth it or not for you guys to grind for? I'd say if you don't have a meta burn unit already, like Flame Dragon God or Crimson Demon Ninja, sure, why not? If you want to just have him because he's a secret and he's pretty good, that's also another reason. So is he worth it? Yeah, We'll say he's worth it. He's not bad. And that is going to be the end of our video. If you guys enjoyed the video, like hearing me talk about the game or learned anything new, feel free to like, sub, comment, all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and we'll catch you in the next one.